ambition is the great fire. It's the liberator of the unconscious person, you know? It's like the first requirement of all action.
I have no fear. I have only ambition, and I want mine, and I will do anything to protect and feed my family.
Welcome to the Ambition. I see you on the line. Who am I speaking with?
JIMMY Swindle.
Say it one more time for the people.
JIMMY Swindle. J Swindle for short.
Bet. Now this episode is dedicated to all the hip hoppers out there in Marseille, France, the south of France, out there on the coast. So we're gonna talk to Jimmy real quick. So tell us where you from.
Pittsburgh, PA. I grew up in suburban DC in Maryland, but I've been in Pittsburgh for 25 plus years now, so this is home.
So Pittsburgh, what's the difference you think between Pittsburgh and DC?
Pittsburgh is slow. Like, fashion changes here after everybody else has got it and not even wearing it no more. It's slow.
Are they real slow, or is it just like fashion slow?
It's like slow. Fashion slow as in like we're just now getting convenience stores that sell alcohol. That's kind of slow.
All right.
Anything shuts down at 2 o'clock. This ain't the city for people that want to hang out. This is like slow living. Like, everything's done at 2 o'clock. You got to go home.
Right. Okay. I got you. So, when you was growing up, you grew up in DC and you moved to Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So in DC, where'd you grow up with? We go say we started off. You know what I mean? I don't know, when you first step off the porch. You know what I'm saying? Something like around that age and everything. You know, what was the neighborhood like you was living in?
I lived in the suburbs, so I lived in a good upper class neighborhood where the part of Maryland in the suburbs of DC I lived in was like black families that actually were doing good. You know what I mean? We weren't the only black family on my street. We were probably the first one in my neighborhood, but after 5 to 10 years, we weren't the only one.
Right.
And my mom still lives there, and when I go down to visit, her neighborhood is nothing but black families with nice houses and Mercedes in the driveway.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
We didn't have the Mercedes in the driveway, but I had 2 working parents that, you know, they weren't doing too bad.
Right, okay.
So we didn't have to, like, come in when the lights came on because it was dangerous or gunshots. We grew up. I'm not going to pretend like I came from a tough neighborhood because I didn't. I had it good.
Right, okay. And you know, I mean, the relationship with your parents was pretty cool. What did your moms and dad do, if you could say?
What's up with my parents?
I said, so the parents, everybody was together in the family unit. So I was asking, what was it that like your father was doing as far as occupation side and your moms was doing occupation side?
My dad was, I was raised by my stepdad and my mom. My biological father was here in Pittsburgh. He passed away about 4 years ago.
Okay.
And my stepdad was the one in my life who was the father figure. I was the only one of my mom's sons that had a different dad. They all were my stepdad's kids. And he fixed copy machines for a living. I just know he drove a lot because he went from location to location and taking calls, but he made good money fixing copy machines. My mom, I don't know what she did back then, but she does like software programming now. She makes 6 figures. She's doing great now.
Okay. All right then. Cool. So at what point around that time we look at it could be before your adolescent stage or it could be coming into like that and everything where you first start seeing like artistic skill in you, whether it was like drawing, whether it was like poetry, whatever it was, what first came into your being as far as the arts?
I go around 4th grade, 3rd grade, I started drawing. My parents used to, when I get like a good report card, bring me home different drawing books, like how to draw superheroes, cartoon characters, and I was able to mimic what I see.
Okay. So they was like, go ahead. I'm listening to you.
That was for like art, period. When it came to music, I started playing in my elementary school band in like 5th grade. I played the sax. My parents paid a lot of money for it, so
that's a brass.
practice,
That's the brass right there.
Because they didn't want it to be a waste.
Right. So you was in a band. So you went from. Okay. I got you. So you jumped to the band after the drawing and everything like that. They fed the art through the drawing, and then the next step pretty much was you taking it to like musically. Now you playing a brass instrument.
I was at a school, you know, we had like in-school concerts where the band was playing, and I saw a saxophone in like the second row. It was the first time I'd ever seen one, and I don't know what it was that day. I just thought it was badass, and like I want to play one. And I came home and told my mom, and she was like, "No," but I had grandparents who would like deny me anything, and that's how they got it.
Right. So how did it? So okay. Take us back. So saxophone. Like I said, a brass instrument musically and everything. So when you finally got the saxophone, how did it make you feel? When you finally like got it, you know what I'm saying, in your hands and you start to be able to practice with it?
I loved it at first until like the weather would get nice and springtime come and you hear all your friends outside playing. And Mom said we can't go out, so we spent about an hour and a half with that sax.
Whoa,
okay. Playing that shit, everybody going inside. You know, you miss out on a lot of fun because you wanted this so bad, now you have it, then you start to resent it. But I got good at it because I ended up in the all-county youth orchestra, which was the best from like every school, different instrument. I represented my school. So I was the only one that could actually pick up how to read the shit. Everybody else had problems learning to read notes.
Okay. Was it? I mean, was it just a certain ability you had to be able to read notes was better than anybody, or was it just you felt like that was just like you? It just happened that way.
It just happened that way. My gift was just being able to play shit that I hear. I could play by ear. Like one day, my mom used to make me practice with the sheet music that the band teacher would send home, but at the end of practicing, when I'm getting ready to put the shit away, I would turn on the radio and if a song came on I liked, I'd start playing along with it.
Oh,
my dad popped in the room one day and was like, "How was you playing that?"
Right.
Like, it's just easy. I know the notes that the guy is singing. I'm just playing the same notes he's singing.
Right, without the notes on the paper. Yeah, okay, I got you.
Yeah. I was about 9 years old. That's why my parents was like, "What the fuck is he doing in there?"
Yeah, that's cold though. That's like tight though. Like, yeah, to be able to do that by ear.
Yeah, you can't be taught that. You just either have that or you don't. I feel the same way with like drawing. You can be shown how to draw, but you either have that or you don't. You're born with that.
Bet. So your moms and pops pretty much fed you the art and everything. So you go from a musical instrument from like 9 years old and everything. So we jump into middle school. Does it change to something else or does it stay, musical?
Man, they made me carry that sax to school till I was a freshman in high school. That was the last year that I messed around with that because the band instructor was an asshole and I didn't want to deal with him anymore.
Right.
High school was a whole different thing. Plus, they made you march and wear that ridiculous uniform at halftime of all the school games and shit. I just hated that shit, but I still messed with it in middle school and high school too. Freshman year, but middle school is when I started rapping.
Okay. So middle school, around what grade?
I was in 7th grade.
7th grade.
I was at the lunch table, and it wasn't like, we're talking in the 80s. I'm an old head, you know what I mean? It was the 80s when everybody wasn't doing this shit. So when the kids that did it was always more popular than everybody else. They were special. Now it's not nothing to it. Everybody's doing it. But it was the one kid at the high school, in the middle school lunch table, it was just going around the table making fun of everybody.
Right.
And his rap off the dome was fucking up everybody. And me, I've always been small all my life. I'm 5'5" as a grown-ass man, and I was even smaller. As a kid, I was little as fuck.
Right.
And he got to me when he went around the lunch table, and he just went in on me. I got pissed off and shit. When I went home, I wrote my first line. I was like, I'm going to get his ass back because I'm not done with this shit. I let him humiliate me, so I came back the next day with something that I had written, that I had it memorized, but I was so pissed off, man. I destroyed that shit.
So your first rhyme was like a battle rap, huh?
That's when I knew I could do it because, I mean, I've been small all my life. So you got to have thick skin when you're the smallest. You got to be tough because you get bullied all the time. But you definitely got to be able to give it back as far as shit talking. So I shit talk with the best of them.
Right. Okay. He just got the best of you on that day because you unprepared type of shit, right?
Yeah, I didn't even know I could rap, but I was mad as hell when I went home. But yeah, he got me unprepared and, you know, came at me. After he went off everybody, he got to the smallest one on the table and just went the hardest. But I mean, it's cool. He ain't do it again.
Right. So we look at the scenario. You know, you in the lunchroom, dude get at you with the lyrical, the lyrical venom on you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Hit you with that, and you get pissed off. You be like, okay, I got something for you. I come back, I fucking destroy you in front of everybody and shit. So now I look at this art. Now I look at that I can rap. Where does it go after that point? After you see what you was able to create and what it did to another individual, what came next after that?
I never wrote another rhyme until I was about 15, already like a sophomore in high school. I didn't even fuck with it no more.
Why? Why do you think?
It was just something I did to make a point that day that you're not going to, push me around and I'm going to sit there and take it. But after that, it was like, I don't know if it was I didn't have an interest in it. It just wasn't something that appealed to me yet. Back then it was still, everybody was Run DMC. That wasn't my thing. I wasn't really big on rap yet. I didn't get until the early 90s when Rakim, that's what sparked me.
Right. So what was, so while you was playing the saxophone and everything, because you was playing it through this middle school time, what was the type of musical influences that were around you besides classical music and everything like that? I mean, what was some influences?
Stevie Wonder was always my favorite artist of all time. To this day, as a grown man, I love Stevie because his music can put you in so many different moods. And creatively, as an artist, that was the first time I was exposed to somebody who just did everything. Produced, arranged, write, and played every damn instrument on his classic albums of the 70s. Played every instrument. Right. And that's what I wanted to do whenever I got into music. I wanted to just do it all, not just rap, but make my own beat, compose, arrange, and produce, do everything self-contained. Okay, I got you. Bet. See, you had an icon as someone to be able to look at, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Okay, I got you. So then you leave the rap alone. You know what I mean? You destroyed somebody with the rap music. So basically you went home. You didn't have a sword, so you went home and built a sword, stabbed somebody, killed them, and put the sword back wherever. And then you waited like a few more years. You get into high school. What makes you pull that sword out again? Because it still was something back then that not everybody was doing. So where I was growing up at, the dudes that had some type of little extra talent, that's the girls was paying attention to. Okay. I was like how a peacock flutters his tail and shit to try to attract the opposite. That's what music was. Okay. So if you back there, somebody beating on the table where we got a beat and they rhyming and shit, all the girls were like, oh shit, let me hear that, let me see. And they all trying to be a little bit attention. I was doing one better back then. I was already making tapes in my bedroom and giving them out to people, especially girls. Straight up, okay. And what? I had 2 turntables in my room, but I didn't know how to mix or do a DJ thing or nothing. But I did know how to take 2 separate tape decks, and the first 5 seconds of the song that has the intro to it with no words, we dub that to one tape and then pause it, wind it back and record it again. It should take like hours, but I would do that for like 2 hours to get 5 minutes worth of an instrumental. Damn, that's what's up. That's dedication right there. That's commitment right there, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's hard. That's just being hard-headed. Like, you just persistent. The dedication is more or less persistent. Yeah, but it's persistence because it's something. I mean, I feel like maybe, because you look at it like this, because you look at it like music was in you to be an MC, to be a rapper. So it was just like, it's kind of like being hungry to a certain degree, man. You got to get something to be able to feed you. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you will keep on trying to like get at this, because once you get it done and listen to it, it feeds you. Now you like full. Now you like, man, that shit was tight, dog. Put that together. That shit was dope.
You know what I'm saying? So you feel better and shit. Like when you eating this shit, you feel better after you eat, after you've been starving.
Yeah, I would say it's like that. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
okay.
I was just, the only thing that I regret about that time period is I wish I had more supportive parents.
Okay.
Like, I'm a parent.
Right.
And I would have loved for one of my kids to have an interest in music, but none of them did. Like, I sing and everything. My kids can't even sing or carry a tune. They don't have an interest in music.
Okay.
I handed my son drumsticks one time and showed him how to play, and he actually could play, and then he handed me the sticks back and never wants to touch them again.
Right. Okay.
But I wish, but the type of parent I am, if one of my kids would have had that interest and that spark, I would have pushed them at least something or been more supportive. My parents, you know, they knew I had a gift. They knew I had a talent. I probably could have did something with it, but they wouldn't like come home with it. Hey, I bought you a track machine, or hey, here's your drum machine.
Okay, so
they weren't trying to push me in that direction because my mom always said, well, you're not going to make it in the music business. It doesn't matter how much damn talent you have. It's who you know. And if you don't know anybody, what good is your talent?
That is cruel. Not to
So
say
she
anything.
tried to like steer me away from it.
But why is the reason? Because look at it. The reason why I'm asking you this is because a lot of kids have something in them. Like your parents, okay, put it like this. All fairness. Look at it like this. Parents are really supposed to look at you and be able to guide you in the right direction. They're supposed to have a plan for you, right? So what happens when you say like, hey, I want you to be able to be a doctor or whatever, and then a kid is every day he's in his room with fucking Word Up, fucking posters, magazine posters, and buying shit that's in a totally opposite direction. Like the parent has to able to be like, you know what, he may not be want to do what I want to do, but he's doing something to keep his ass out of trouble type of shit. You see what I'm saying?
My parents were the type that didn't like to take risks. Like my dad could have did something better than fixing copiers, but he had security with his job and he didn't want to take a risk to try something else. So being that they didn't like to take risks, they didn't want me taking risks.
Okay.
And my mom was like, it's not that you can't make it in the music business. She said, I would just want you to have a backup plan.
Right.
And I was like, even at a young age, I was like, well, why do I need a backup plan? That backup plan is for just in case I fail. I don't plan on failing. I'm not going to fail. Failure is something I'm not accepting.
Right. And you know what's so weird about this? But just listen right here. If we look at our parents, like my parents as well and everything, their job was their backup plan. If you look at it,
right,
it's not really that's what they wanted to be able to do, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. My dad didn't probably set out to ever fix copy machines, but that was the backup plan that he ended up in.
Right, he didn't go for the full, what he could have really did. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have probably did more and everything. So he tried to put it on you like those same restraints. It could be considered like, okay, I'm doing it out of love so you don't get hurt, or it's just mindset. You know what I'm saying? To be able to be like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't believe you could do it, which is crazy because they created you. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I mean?
I don't think for a minute they didn't think I could do it. It's just, I don't know if they just didn't know how hungry I really was or just how persistent that I really am. Like, you know what? I thought growing up too, my parents didn't really know me as good as they fucking thought they did either, because they wouldn't have been as strict and so overbearing if they would have just trusted my judgment. And to just trust my judgment, you have to at least know me a little bit.
Right.
Y'all think I'm an idiot or something. If that's the case, you really don't know me. I'm smarter than y'all gave me credit.
Right. And
I was the one that wasn't supposed. There's always that one black sheep, and I was the black sheep. I was the one that was supposed to end up in jail or dead because I was hard-headed. I didn't like to follow rules. I didn't like to listen and shit. I wanted to do my own. I'm the one out of the four of us. I'm the one that don't ask for nothing because I'm the one that's the best well off.
Right. But you gotta look at it like this. That was the gene, or that was what it was probably needed in the family to break out that old cycle. Like somebody had to break out that old cycle. Somebody got to kind of shine out of, you know what I mean, being able to be self-sufficient and shit like that. You know what I mean? To be able to take risks, go after your dream when everybody said that you ain't able or don't want to give you the things that you need. You still go after that shit. Still keep fighting. Like, that's the shit that keep, like, you know what I'm saying? Like revolutionary shit to me, because it breaks cycles and shit. Because you always got, because you might not get your sister or brother whatever to see the greatness in that, but you might get their kids to see that shit, like Uncle Jimmy and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's somewhere else, dog. He's doing some shit or whatever. That might inspire the kid to be able to look at you as, you know what I'm saying, somebody very, very like a role model important. Like, maybe I need to go out here. I could go out here and do what I need to go in and do, like Uncle Jimmy did and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's like cool, man, trying to be able to change the cycle and everything. And did they push you to play the saxophone still? Well, was it ever a decision like, hey, because you had to be able to look at it like, I'm playing saxophone less and I'm getting more into this over here. So was it like a battle between, like, you know, you got to do the saxophone, I support more than the new rap music?
Nah, my mom was really all on me about that when I first got it. My first 2 years with it when I was still in elementary school. Once I got to middle school, she stopped pushing me so much. Plus, she said I was really, really good at it, so she didn't push me as much. And then by high school, like I said, my freshman year, I lost interest because the band instructor was an asshole. I just came home one day and told her I wasn't playing it next year, and there's nothing you can say or do about it, and she didn't argue with me. She didn't question me.
Right. Okay. I got you.
So they kind of left me alone with that.
So you pick up the hip hop, and then when you get into high school, what's going on in high school like right now and everything? When you start really developing, because you said you was listening to Eric B. and Rakim. What else was you listening to around that time?
EPMD was another one of my favorites. We had Slick Rick, Storytelling Ass. Those were basically it. Big Daddy Kane, I had all his first 3 albums. I was still buying them on vinyl too back then.
Okay. Big Daddy Kane was that dude though, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The first time I seen Big Daddy Kane was in the Vapors video with Biz Markie. That's the first time I ever seen Big Daddy Kane.
I think that was the first time I saw him too.
Yeah, using that Vapors video.
On that one.
Yeah. So where does the hip hop take you now in high school?
I was getting attention. You know, I said I was a shy dude, but I was giving taste to girls, and that was getting me over as far as with the females. And by the time I was in my senior year, I got in my first talent show. It was the first time I'd ever been on stage in front of people, and I loved it.
Well, how many people you think was there for your first time?
It probably was. The auditorium in the school was pretty big, and it was full. I'd say it was about 200.
So it was like the school students?
Yeah, it was the school students and parents.
Okay.
It was that night talent show, and even back then I had a lot of profanity in my lyrics, and at the rehearsal the night before the talent show, I was spitting my lyrics the way they was written. So I was one part of my verse where I said sucker motherfucker, and the president rehearsal was like, yo, if you say that tomorrow night, we shutting down the show, and all the parents, and it's all gonna be on you. Everybody's gonna be pissed with you. I was like, I'm not gonna say that shit tomorrow night, but
right.
I'm gonna rehearse it like this. Come tomorrow, everything will be cool. And when I was up there, when it got to that part of the song, everybody that was in the talent show all was staring at me with the hope you don't say that shit look on their face.
Right.
I flipped it up on the fly.
Right. Okay. So.
But I never even. What's up, bro?
No. Go ahead. What was you saying?
I had never even auditioned for that talent show. Like, I didn't decide I wanted to be in it until like 2 days before it. And by then they had already, had their acts together, and they were going through rehearsals. And I knew the girl who was putting the talent show together. I told her I wanted to be in that shit. She was like, you had weeks and months to audition. Why didn't you say something then? Blah, blah. I didn't know I wanted to be until this last minute.
Right.
The only way you can get in is if one of the other rappers lets you in on their act. And that's what I did. I talked to one of the dudes, and he, I guess, was kind of nervous and didn't want to go on by himself anyway. So he let me get a verse on his song. Right.
That's dope. That was dope. So when y'all performing and everything like that, so was there a mixture? Was there a mixture of different type of talents, or was it just hip hop?
At the talent show, there was a mixture of everything. We had little niggas in school doing stand up comedy.
Straight up. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was a real talent show. We had a live band because DC was it's still big on go-go music. That's all live instruments and shit. We had a live band playing. Actually, that's who won because everybody takes more talent to play in a band. So they had comedians, everything.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, that is like a real talent show. Yeah, everybody who got skills come through. Okay. So you still okay? I'll say so. What high school you went to? Do we can we give a shout out to the high school, or was they scumbags? Was the high school? What?
It's a little heard of high school in Maryland, Surrattsville. It's named after Mary Surratt, the first woman executed in the country. She was the lady who, when John Wilkes Booth assassinated President Lincoln, he went from Ford's Theater in D.C. to Surratt's Tavern, which the town was named Surratt at the time, and she let him stay in her tavern, not knowing that he just assassinated the president. So when they caught him, they executed her for harboring him, and that's my school is named after her, Surrattsville.
Damn, that shit is crazy. That's just crazy. That's kind of like, man. That's probably like, yeah, man. That's crazy, man. He got a high school name like that. So when the students be asking, how I never knew that, right? They be like, damn, no, that's what this school was about. Okay.
Well, that tavern that Booth stayed in after he assassinated the president is a landmark that's like a couple blocks from my school. Yeah, it's still there.
Okay. So the place that John Wilkes Booth was chilling at is like a couple blocks from the high school?
Yeah.
Damn, that is like...
It used to be named for her, but now our school is named for her.
That is crazy, man. That has to be a conflict of interest for students, man. I'm going to the high school, man, with this chick, Harvard, fucking dude killed President Lincoln.
I grew up there and never been in the damn place.
Straight? Why not? Why you didn't go through?
You know what? Shit, I don't know. It just never interested me. History is interesting. I'm probably more to me now as an adult, but it just never interested me. I was like, it's like when you see something every day, it's not like that special to you. Somebody from out of town probably would have been visiting me. One of my family would have been like, oh, let's go see it. I see it every day.
Right. I got you. That makes sense.
It's like when I took my kids to see the Capitol building, the White House, the Jefferson Memorial, the Lincoln Memorial, all of that shit. I grew up in D.C. I've seen that shit all the time. My kids loved it. I've seen it a million times. It's not special to me anymore.
Right. I got you. So you leaving high school, you still got the rap inside you when you leave out of high school and everything. So now do you see any type of... No, I'm gonna say it like this. What is your vision for yourself once you get out of high school and you know that you can rap pretty good? What's your vision? Because you just killed the talent show, so you get out of high school.
I wanted to get famous and be rich. That's what I always wanted, was fame and fortune. I did it for love, but I really wanted to be a household name and be rich and be able to, put all the people I love close to me, like buy a neighborhood, and everybody I love lives in that motherfucker. But
right.
When I left home suddenly at 18 after an argument with my parents over some damn chores and shit. Right. And once I left, I came to Pittsburgh, and by then my focus wasn't music; it was surviving. I went from being with strict parents, coming here and just being out in the streets with no rules and no discipline, no nothing. So surviving was more important to me by then.
Right. So what gravitated you to Pittsburgh instead of another city? You could have went somewhere else. Like what was up with Pittsburgh?
My mom was born and raised here, so I had family on her side here, and my biological father was born and raised here and still lived here. So I came here because I had family and I had at least some type of support system around me, place to stay when I needed or whatever.
Okay. So basically, you're a young cub, a young panther in the jungle, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Being in Pittsburgh and everything like that. So, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to be able to survive in the jungle. And you still kept the rap. How close did you keep the rap to your heart to be able to take it to the next level of things?
Well, by then I was just trying to survive. So The only time I really turned to rap was for fun. You know, when I'd have friends over or some shit, we'd all put on like instrumentals and freestyle and just drink and rap and shit to try to take your mind off of the stresses that's really around you and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that time in my life, I ain't had shit and I was stressed. I mean, there was times I'd go a whole week without eating. That's stress.
Okay, I got you. So
when you don't forget where you came from, then you appreciate so much more where you're at now. I do this music now. I love it, and I'm trying to make a little something from it. That's why I published an album. But like, I'm not looking to be rich and famous no more. I know where I came from. I got a $75,000 a year career with the federal government. I don't ever need music to eat.
Right. I got you on that. Because of I feel you. So how would you describe your style of music? If you can, okay, first what I want you to do, I want you to compare yourself to somebody that we probably already know, or somebody, you know what I mean, that could pop up in our head or teach us something, okay? Just compare it so we can kind of like get an idea.
There's a lot of Lil Wayne influence in some of my lyrics.
Okay.
I can do the tongue twisted and fast shit too, and Wayne's good with that. But that's the only person I could think of modernly. A lot of my older stuff, people used to say reminded them a lot of Ludacris, because I used to do the voice and fluctuations and shit like Luda does when he rhymes, and you know, stressing his words, stretch words and all that shit.
Okay.
But to best describe my sound now is, I can't really say it sounds like somebody else. I would just more or less say it's a mix of modern and classic. Like, I can fuck with the modern beats, but I'm still at heart a classic lyricist.
Right. See, you know what I noticed? Go ahead, my bad. No, what I was going to tell you, because I listened to the whole lot of joint, right?
Yeah.
And now that I'm listening to you tell me everything as far as like the musical side. See, in a whole lot of joints, it's like you turned your voice into like an instrument. That's what I got from it, from listening to what you're saying about the saxophone. Like all the saxophone and stuff, playing the music and everything, that still stayed with you. It had to. It just added on to something. You know what I'm saying? That's
no different than singing. You use your voice as an instrument.
Right.
I do sing too. On my next album, I'm gonna do more of that.
Okay. So yo,
not the auto tuning and all that, like the young dude. I'm talking about like the real like singing.
Like the real singing, huh? Okay. The old Keith Sweat, huh?
Nah, well, that's probably more like the Chris Brown type of thing.
Chris Brown?
Keith Sweat used to whine too much for me.
Right. Okay. I got you. All right, bet. So what can we expect to to come out? You know what I mean? Now, because I remember you had the Force 48 joint. You know what I mean? Can people still get that? If they can, where can they get that at?
Yeah, First 48 came out like the 12th of last month. It's available on every digital platform. You would have to search Jimmy Swindle and you will find it. And Jimmy is spelled Jimmi, just like Hendrix.
Okay. Jimmi.
Yeah, like Hendrix used to spell here, Jimi Hendrix. That was the whole reason I took that spelling.
Okay. You was influenced by Jimmy too?
Oh man, love Jimmy and Prince.
Man, Jimmy was you know, Prince from the Midwest, from where I'm at. Prince was cold. I think Prince was colder than Michael Jackson though.
Oh, he was. Mike couldn't play anything.
That's what I'm saying. That's where you get the advantage. That's like being able to dominate the paint like Shaq and be able to shoot a 3-pointer like Steph Curry, dog. Like, you got to add that to the situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Dude was cold, man. Prince was a cold dude, man. How you play all them instruments like that? That shit.
They said he could play 47 instruments by ear. You can't even name that many.
That's what I'm talking about, man. That is cold. And he can still do what Mike was doing. Mike was singing and dancing. He was singing and dancing too, but Mike can't play no instruments like that, though.
Yeah. That's a whole nother beast in itself.
Yeah, man. Prince is a cold dude. Yeah. Okay. So you saying you're gonna release a R&B joint too, right?
Well, it's gonna be like a mixture of both, but I definitely intend on singing more on the next one. It's gonna be like I said, something on the lines of Chris Brown. How he can flow. If you see him in interviews on YouTube, he can flow his ass off.
Yeah, on the rap side, I seen him like on Hot 97 flowing one time. He was killing that shit. Yeah. All right. So when we look at the first 48 before the people go get it, give us an idea of what is like the subject matter and on the project. Like, what are some of the things that you talk about?
First 48 to me is I'm actually really proud of what I put together with that. I spent 14 months putting it together. My brother did most of the production. My youngest brother did most of the production on the album, and he also shot and edited my video too.
Okay.
The album it's a complete album. That's what makes me proud of it, because when I think of an album, like a photo album, you go through a photo album, you're going to see different times, different moments, different experiences, things that put you in a different mindset when you see that picture. My album is the same thing, but auditory, and it's what I was going through at that time of my life. There's songs on there about, I'm on my petty shit because I had to go to court with my wife suing her baby's dad over child support money, and I was being petty. I showed up in all my Gucci shit so he could see how she upgraded. She said that was petty as hell, and I thought it was funny and wrote a song about it.
Right.
Then there's a song on there where I literally destroyed my oldest son because we've had a falling out, and I haven't talked to him in 2 years and have no intention on talking to him. But, that's another story about why we fell out. But, I destroyed him on a whole song on there.
Whoa, can he flow? Do you know if he can flow or not?
What went on in my life during the 14 months that it took me to put that album together.
14 months it took you?
Yeah, 14 months.
Okay. So you say you
probably... We weren't like constantly working like once a week or anything like that. I think I was trying to maybe do a song a month.
All right. So the tracks that I got is from the first 48. The whole lot is on there.
What you say?
I said a whole lot is on the first 48, right? The track I like.
Yes, it is. It's the first single that I put out because it's the only one that has a video to it.
Everybody listening right now, that song is an official banger. I like that shit, dog. Like, for real. Y'all gotta beat that. Y'all gotta beat that early. Beat that early in the morning, right when you're getting ready to go to work, when you're getting ready to work out, all that shit. If you wanted to work out, you be like, I got a whole lot of muscles. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Make
stress to work off.
Right. You feel what I'm saying? That's that joint to be able to go ahead and listen to that and get that day started.
Pounds to lose or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? I got a whole lot of pounds to lose. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, just like that. So Whole Lot is the first single, and there's a video on YouTube on Whole Lot for that track and everything, so y'all need to check out. Also, looking at days that you're gonna perform. Is there any performing days coming up?
Not yet. Not anything planned as of yet, because I'm just now getting my feet wet with the whole album thing. This was my first project that I've done in about 5 years, because I took a long break from music because I just got tired of it.
All right.
So this is my first project back, so that means I haven't even done a live show in 5 or 6 years. I haven't been on stage. I finally have new material to actually go hit the stage, but yeah, I gotta get the people talking first.
But I tell you what though, man, it's like until you really do that rap shit the way you supposed to do, because God gave you the talent and everything, it's gonna keep haunting you, though. It's gonna come back.
Yeah, it definitely does. When I said I took a 5-year break, this wasn't supposed to be a break. I said I was never doing it again. I was done with it.
Right, you see what I'm saying? And it's back.
I was done with it. And the only reason I was done with it is just because I just didn't like where music had gone anymore. Like, I lost the love for it just because of what's popular right now, what everybody likes. I just thought it was shit, and I just don't want no parts of it.
Right.
I'm not gonna conform to what's popular and put that kind of shit out. So then what is the point of me even continuing to do it? But after 5 years, I started to realize, after actually listening to the 444 album by Jay-Z, I felt like, shit, man, there's still lyricists out there. I need to jump back in here.
Right. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know what I mean? I mean, you got, it's kind of like hip hop is a whole big community too, man. And sometimes, you know, you may lead the community, you know what I mean, and do something else, but you still got roots in the community and you see crazy shit happen, you might come back and try to help. You might come back and, you know, to try to do the neighborhood watch for like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Every other day, whatever, just make sure shit cool.
The only hard thing about being a part of this damn community, though, is this is the only community that don't respect its elders and shit, man.
Yeah.
Jazz musicians, man, they love the elders. They paved the way. Rock stars, man, Aerosmith and Keith Richards, all the motherfuckers in their 70s and shit. They don't get disrespected by the younger artists and shit. But when you come in the rap, you look at that last feud with Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, all that motherfucker really said about M was how old he is. That's really all he kept clowning on.
Right.
You're old this, you're old that. And, you know, Jay-Z was talking about that on his album. I'd rather be old me than new you and shit.
Right.
He was calling him old and shit. Like, come on, man. Yeah. Why is our community the only one where, you know, being old is something to be frowned on and shit?
But check this out, though. You know what I mean? Definitely for the list, because this is, you know, American black culture history, kind of in this sense. Why do you think that they, you know what I mean, the younger generation, like, really feel that way? Like, they, you know what they would do? They'd be like, you don't have a lot of money like me, so your knowledge ain't worth shit. It'd be like that type of stuff too, man. Why do you feel like it happens like that?
I don't know. Maybe because this generation that came up more or less without fathers and shit didn't have a dad sitting there banging Tupac and shit when, you know, he's cutting the boy's hair or something. Doing something father and son like and shit to teach them appreciation for the art. Right. I mean, we didn't have to have nobody show us to appreciate it because our generation grew up with it. It grew up with us. It was still new when we were young.
Yeah, man, because it's crazy, dog, because a dude to come out, right, say he's 17 years old, right, he'll look 5 years ahead of him. Say somebody, no, just say, not 5 years, just say somebody's 25, he'd be like, dog, you old. You're an old head. Yeah. You know, that's just crazy as hell to be like. I feel you on that, though. Like,
and if I didn't tell my age, nobody would fucking know me. Unless you see my video, I look like I'm in my late 20s. I'll be 45 next month.
Right. Damn. Okay. Yeah. And that's another thing. Just how you said, like the age that is like hip hop is the only genre of music where they judge you kind of like by your age. Like Rolling Stones is like 100,000 years old and they still be touring and shit. Like the Eagles and all them and shit. Bob Dylan was just in Tampa like a few months ago and shit. He was back in the civil rights movement and shit. He like 89 years old. They still rocking with him.
Mick Jagger in his 70s and shit. They don't clown. The younger rock artists don't clown them. They look at them as legends.
Yeah, man, like gods in that shit, man. Like for real.
Yeah, they're revered. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. They be like, I would not be. It's like total
rock and shit. They call you old or you're no good because you're old. Like your vomit ability has nothing to do with your age.
And like I said, a lot of them new rappers need to give Mother Goose back her nursery rhyme. For real.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss too, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get that back, man.
They need to learn to appreciate the art and those who helped create the art. Being old is not something to clown or frown on this shit. I mean, you either gonna get old or you gonna die young. Which one you gonna do? I'd rather get old.
I gotta get old, man.
And we got a lot of artists that were in our time really great that didn't even get the chance to get old. Tupac, Eazy-E, Big Pun. A lot of them didn't get the chance to get old.
Yeah. And they just can't look at them as just being legends because they die young, man. It's kind of like, because I always used to be like this. I used to be like, man, if that lady over there lived to be 85 years old, I was like, you lived to be 85 years old in this crazy ass country. I need to know how you did that shit. Like, you know,
I feel the same way because
you feel me?
In my family, I don't think anybody that I've known in my family has lived to see 85.
Man, I gotta figure out.
We lucky to get about 74, 5 years out of this motherfucker and shit. I have never seen anybody in my family live to their 80s.
Yeah, man. Yeah, my granny like 85 now. Yeah, like the memory bank, dog. To be able, and they can still talk because it's kind of like. The elders is where you get the knowledge because the elders been through the wilderness already. They've been through the jungle already. You just stepping in that mug, man. You know what I'm saying? With no weapons, don't even know how to use your weapons and nothing to survive. You know what I mean? How is you like talking crazy to them, man? Like for real.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So So if you know what I mean, what would you tell the people out there listening right now? Like I said, this episode is dedicated, you know what I mean, South France, Mariselle. Hope I'm saying the name right out there. Mariselle, I know my French dictation is kind of like off a little bit. But they know what I'm talking about. So what would you tell them about, you know, upcoming projects, what to expect from you in the future, and just talking directly to them in general?
I'm just expect what I've been given. I mean, I keep it real. I'm always going to be trying to just do something different, something that against the norm, like whatever is popular right now. I've never been the popular kid. I don't want to be popular. I wasn't born to fit in. I was born to stand out. So expect just some off the wall shit. It's gonna be, like I said, more singing on the next album. And in fact, the album that I put out now, the first 48, I didn't make any of the beats on it myself. I am gonna actually produce on my own tracks on the next album and probably play instruments on the next album too.
Bet. All right, so Jimmy, thanks for you know what I mean, coming to us. And also too, wait a minute, let me go back. Look, tell the people where you get the name Jimmy Swindle from. What inspired that name?
Oh man, Jimmy Swindle. I got Jimmy because my birth name is actually James.
Okay.
And that's my father's name too. Everybody that knew him as Jimmy, and they called me Jimmy. But I just changed the spelling, like Hendrix, Jimi.
Right.
And Swindle is, like I said before, being small in my life and being picked on. Swindler, you know, is another name for a con artist.
Okay.
A con artist only has to be good at one thing to be able to con people, and that's talking shit.
Right.
And
okay.
That's what I do. That's what I do on my verses. I talk a lot of shit.
Right.
Some of it's humorous, some of it's serious, but I talk a lot of shit.
All right, bet.
That's where Swindle came from.
That's where Swindle came from. All right, then. Cool. Everybody listen, remember, go ahead and get that first 48. It's available on all platforms. The United States should be available in France as well, and in the UK, all the UK listeners and everything.